friends, welcome back to our shared channel. Welcome back to my kitchen. Welcome back to the 87,000th day of quarantine. So there's basically a kit for everything, and as you guys know, we have tried out a lot of strange stuff on this channel, and today I'm going to be attempting to make my own hard seltzer. I am a diehard fan and devotee of Vizzy, which is one of the hard seltzers that is out there. So I'm gonna open this up and find out how easy it actually is to make hard seltzer, if it really is as easy as it is to just drink it. And then I'm gonna send this off to Fiona and she's gonna pass it around for a little taste testing. So it says inside, there's a glass jar, an airlock, non-GMO sugar. Well, thank God. We wouldn't want anything worse. Yeast and nutrition sanitizer funnel, natural flavor, and instructions. So let's bust this thing open. Very aesthetically cute. It comes in this huge glass jar. Day one, the brewing process, which is what we're doing right now. So it says to start with pouring a half gallon of water into your pot. I guess I'm cooking right now. This is way more involved than I thought it was gonna be. So what I had to do was take a half gallon of water, which is right here in this pot, bring it to a boil, and then take all the sugar in the bag and stir it in, and making sure that it does not clump or get stuck to the bottom. I mean, it's like already basically totally disintegrated. And now I turn the pot back on and bring it to a boil for 5 full minutes. I thought this was gonna be a lot easier. Am I delusional? Next step was taking the boiling mixture and creating an ice bath for it in the sink. I mean, let's be real, I didn't read these directions at all before, like, right now. And it said you need 5 to 6 pounds of ice. Like, who has 5 to 6 pounds of ice laying around? I had 5 to 6 ice cubes, so I just took like everything out of my freezer and put it into my sink, which you can see right there. I have these few pieces of ice and literally 1 ice cube, and that's supposed to bring the temperature down. You're supposed to put the lid on so it doesn't get contaminated, and once it hits a low temperature that you can actually touch, then you get back to work. Okay, whoops, I already messed up. I forgot to put this yeast nutrition in while the mixture was still hot. It kind of looks still hot. I mean, I'm sure I've already messed this up. It's still steaming, so I'm just gonna stir it in right now. Better than not doing it at all. Okay, now I'm gonna let it sit. Okay, so this mixture has been in the sink and it's nice and cool. So I'm now going to pour it into this gallon jug. And if it's not filled all the way to the top, I'm just gonna add a little bit more water because it says it needs to go all the way to the very top. Up next, it says that you stir the mixture vigorously to aerate it for 1 minute. So I have the spoon that I was using when it was on the stovetop, and now I'm going to stir it vigorously for 1 minute. Okay, so now I'm going to add just 1/4 of this packet of yeast. Weirdly, it said you only add part of it and you just throw the rest away, which seems like kind of wasteful, but okay. Up next, I'm gonna put on the lid. Then I'm gonna take the airlock, fill it halfway with water, and ensure that the tip is not underwater, and insert it into the lid. Oh, I guess the tip's not supposed to be underwater inside of the container, which it's not. And I guess that's basically it. It says expect to see bubbling in the airlock throughout the next few days. Activity will slow down during the 2-week fermentation. Let your hard seltzer ferment for 2 weeks in a cool place. I'm gonna pass this mixture off to Fiona, let her take care of this baby, and in 2 weeks, finish the process and taste the seltzer. Man, that was hard.
Hello everyone, it has been 2 weeks since Jocelyn dropped off the at-home seltzer kit with me. It has been fermenting, which is honestly kind of gross to look at. It's not gonna be pretty what we pull out in a second here, but I've been waiting the 2 weeks and it is now time to bottle our beverage. I think there's some sort of boiling process I'm gonna have to do. And then we let it sit so it can like get naturally carbonated, and then we'll have our seltzer. So we are on our way. We are ready to start phase 2.
So I've just been storing it in the box, but I just noticed this like handy diagram on the side. So basically Jocelyn already brewed it. It's been fermenting, which is like how it becomes alcoholic. and then we're gonna flavor and bottle it today. And then we wait 2 weeks after this phase and it will naturally carbonate, and then we can drink it. So it's definitely quite the process, you guys, but hopefully it's worth it. Okay, so I've just taken this out of the box and it's definitely a little bit gross. It's sort of like a yellowy color. And then if we come here on the bottom, that is thick. All right, here we go.
Okay, you guys, so I have been reading the instructions and this is quite a process. You just have to make sure you follow all the steps. I've read it through like 3 times and I think we will be a-okay. First things first, they want you to rinse the bottles. So whatever you're gonna ultimately like transfer your seltzers into with this sanitizing packet. And then we're going to use a large pot over a gallon. I hope I have a pot this large, but we will just improvise. A large pot with 1 cup of water and 2 tablespoons of white table sugar. Heat the sugar and water until it's completely dessert. Oh my God, I can't read. Heat the sugar and water and still until... Heat the sugar and water and stir until completely dissolved. Let boil for 2 minutes, remove from heat, cover and let cool. So both of these steps shouldn't take too long. It says that the sugar is not for me, it's for the yeast. The yeast converts the sugar into CO2 once bottled. You guys, this is basically a science project. I'm realizing more and more as I go over these steps. We are doing a science experiment in this kitchen today.
Okay, so I have sanitized all of my items. You need to do a spoon, a funnel, and then whatever bottles you're gonna be using. And meanwhile, over here, I have the largest pot I could find, some sugar, and then a measuring cup, and we're gonna start making that water and sugar solution.
So since this is basically a science experiment, I'm going to try to be as precise as possible. So I have exactly 1 cup of water, and then it says to use 2 tablespoons of white table sugar. I'm assuming that this is white table sugar. I Googled it and I'm pretty sure any white sugar will do. Let boil for 2 minutes, remove from heat, cover and let cool. All right, so now we just gotta get this boiling.
Okay, I think this is looking pretty good. All of the sugar has dissolved. Now we're just supposed to cover this and let it cool. It doesn't say for how long, so I guess we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. And then I think I'm gonna be adding what is fermenting in here to that pot, and that is where the magic will happen, hopefully.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stir this together. It already looks pretty combined because it's basically just a bunch of liquid, but we're gonna stir for a little while. Okay, so this is where all of the flavor is going to come from. It literally just says natural flavor grapefruit. I'm going to consult our instructions, but I think it's just add the natural flavoring to the pot containing the seltzer and sugar water mixture.
They are not dissolving super quickly, so I'm a little worried, but I'm just gonna keep stirring this until everything is dissolved. Bottle number 1 down. They say you need to fill it to like slightly higher the more the neck starts, because obviously it's gonna get bubbly, so you're giving it like room to breathe, I guess. Potential problem. This was where I thought I would be storing the bulk of my beverage, but we have got a lot left in this pot, you guys, so I might have to start getting creative.
Okay, you guys, so I think I've actually solved the problem, and now I kind of regret not just doing this exactly this way from the beginning, but whatever, we'll just roll with it.
So I realized that we have this like party jug, which is literally exactly the same size as this other jug that we fermented in, so obviously it will all fit. I'm thinking about honestly maybe putting the stuff from these bottles in here. I don't know, I guess there's a chance that this won't work because this technically has a hole. So I'm going to put saran wrap over it and then put the lid on, so hopefully it stays nice and sealed. So, okay, to be safe, I guess we will leave these as is, original plan in their bottles. And then I will just do the leftovers in this fun party jug. This one is perhaps going to be a bit unique, but at least we have these to fall back on.
Hey you guys, it has been 2 weeks. The seltzer has been sitting and I think it is officially ready. Today is the day we finally get to taste it. It has been quite a long process, so I'm really hoping it's amazing and that we didn't make any mistakes anywhere along the way. Okay, you guys, I have got my handy dandy mask blindfold on, which feels absolutely ridiculous. I'm sure it looks even better. In front of me, oh, right here, I have our 2 seltzers. One of them is a grapefruit White Claw and the other is our creation. I guess it doesn't really matter which one I start with. I'll start with this one. Slightly bubbly. I don't think this is a White Claw, hang on. Ooh, okay, so this one is bubblier and a little sweeter. This is on the sour side, and it also, it's good, but like it has a different aftertaste. I think White Claw has a very distinct aftertaste. Yeah, okay, final answer. This one's White Claw, this one's ours. Am I correct?
Yep.
I don't know if I should be impressed with my immediate knowledge of White Claw or concerned, but either way, I honestly did really enjoy the one we made. All in all, I'd say this is a fun activity. If you are bored at home in quarantine, it is certainly easier to just run to the liquor store and pick up some White Claws, but you get the satisfaction of knowing you made it yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe to our shared channel. And we will be back very soon with some more life at home shenanigans. See you guys next time. Bye.
I need someone to help me drink this hard seltzer.
And try to ignore the smell. It's not so bad, like it really isn't until you get a whiff of it.